Assalamu alaikum. I am Bismaya Wali from Rehan AI Teachers Institute and Rehan School, Manewal campus. Uh, Today, I discuss a very important topic with Chatgpt, which is the science behind happiness. So, without wasting our time, let's get started our conversation. Hey ChatGPT, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's everything going on your end?
I'm also good. Today, I discuss a very important topic, the science behind happiness, with you. So, are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready. The science of happiness is such a fascinating topic. Let's dive right in, and I'm excited to explore it with you.
Okay, so tell me, what does science actually say about what makes people happy?
Sure. So, from a scientific perspective, happiness is often linked to a combination of genetic factors, life circumstances, and intentional activities. Things like strong social connections, a sense of purpose, gratitude, and physical well being all play a huge role. And there's also research on how mindfulness, acts of kindness, and even hobbies can boost happiness levels. It's a pretty holistic picture.
Okay, great. Is happiness more influenced by our genes or our environment?
That's a really interesting question. Research suggests that genetics account for roughly about 40 to 50% of our baseline happiness. The rest is shaped by our environment, life circumstances, and personal choices. So it's a blend of both. And the good news is that we can actually influence our happiness through our actions and mindset too.
Okay, great. How does the brain react when we experience joy or pleasure?
When we experience joy or pleasure, our brain releases a bunch of neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. Dopamine, in particular, is linked to the brain's reward system, making us feel pleasure and motivation. Serotonin helps regulate mood, and endorphins are natural painkillers that create a sense of well being. So basically, our brain has its own little happiness chemistry kit.
Okay, great. Can happiness be trained like a skill or is it natural emotion?
Absolutely. Happiness can definitely be cultivated like a skill. While we do have natural emotional tendencies, we can train our minds through practices like mindfulness, gratitude, positive thinking, and building strong social connections. Over time, these habits can rewire our brain and boost our overall happiness. So, in many ways, it's both a natural emotion and a skill we can develop.
Okay, great. Um, how do daily habits contribute to long term happiness?
Daily habits play a huge role in shaping our long term happiness. Things like regular physical activity, maintaining a healthy sleep schedule, practicing gratitude, and nurturing relationships can really build a solid foundation for happiness. Over time, these habits help create positive neural pathways, reduce stress, and boost our overall well being. So, consistent positive daily habits definitely contribute to lasting happiness.
Okay, great. What role does gratitude play in improving our sense of joy?
Gratitude plays a really significant role. When we regularly practice gratitude, it helps shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, which can boost our overall mood and well being. It activates brain regions associated with positive emotions and can even increase levels of dopamine and serotonin. Over time, practicing gratitude can lead to greater life satisfaction, improved relationships, and an overall sense of joy.
Okay, great. Uh, can social media affect our levels of happiness positively or negatively?
Yes, definitely. Social media can have both positive and negative effects on happiness. On the positive side, it helps us stay connected, maintain relationships, and find supportive communities. But on the flip side, it can also lead to comparison, envy, and even anxiety, especially if we focus too much on curated highlights of others' lives. So it really depends on how we use it and how we balance it with real life interactions and mindful consumption.
Okay, great. How does physical health impact mental happiness?
Physical health and mental happiness are really closely linked. Regular exercise, for example, releases endorphins, which help reduce stress and boost mood. Good nutrition, enough sleep, and staying hydrated also play big roles in mental well-being. When our body feels good, it's easier for our mind to feel good too. Plus, physical health habits can improve self-esteem and energy levels, which all contribute to a more positive mindset.
Okay, great. Why is mindfulness often linked to emotional balance?
Mindfulness helps us stay present and fully engaged in the moment, which reduces stress and prevents us from getting caught up in negative thoughts or anxieties. By practicing mindfulness, we become more aware of our emotions without immediately reacting to them, which leads to greater emotional regulation and balance. Over time, mindfulness can enhance our resilience, improve our mood, and help us respond to challenges with more clarity and calm.
Okay, nice. What's the difference between the short-term pleasure and lasting happiness?
Great question. Short term pleasure usually comes from immediate gratifications like indulging in tasty food or entertainment or other quick rewards. These experiences often provide a burst of joy, but they can be fleeting and sometimes leave us wanting more. Um, on the other hand, lasting happiness or eudaimonic happiness comes from deeper, more meaningful experiences like fulfilling relationships, personal growth, a sense of purpose, and contributing to something greater than ourselves. Those kinds of happiness tend to be more enduring and fulfilling over the long run.
Okay, nice. Uh, how can people overcome negative thinking patterns like block joy?
Overcoming negative thinking patterns often involves a few strategies. One effective approach is cognitive restructuring, which means identifying and challenging those negative thoughts and replacing them with more balanced or positive ones. Mindfulness and meditation can help create awareness of these patterns and allow us to observe them without judgment. Additionally, practices like journaling, gratitude exercises, and even talking to a therapist or a support group can be really helpful. It's all about building awareness and gradually shifting.
Okay, I repeat question. How can positive psychology help us live a more fulfilling life?
Positive psychology focuses on enhancing well-being by cultivating strengths, virtues, and positive emotions. It encourages us to focus on what's going well, build resilience, and find meaning and purpose in our lives through practices like gratitude, strengths-based development, and fostering positive relationships. Positive psychology helps us lead more meaningful, fulfilling lives and improves our overall happiness and well-being.
Okay, great. Why do some people seem naturally happier than others?
It often comes down to a mix of genetic predispositions, life experiences, and mindset. Some people might have a genetic makeup that naturally leans toward a more positive outlook. Meanwhile, life circumstances such as supportive relationships, a sense of purpose, and coping skills also play a big role. Additionally, some people actively cultivate habits like gratitude and mindfulness, which can enhance happiness. So it's really a blend of nature, nurture, and intentional habits.
Okay, great. What are some small daily practices scientifically proven to increase happiness?
There are quite a few. For example, practicing gratitude daily, like keeping to boost overall happiness. Another great practice is engaging in regular physical activity, even just a short walk, which can elevate mood. Acts of kindness, like helping others, also increase feelings of well-being. Mindfulness meditation, even for a few minutes each day, can help reduce stress and improve happiness. And of course, maintaining social connections and spending quality time with loved ones is also scientifically backed to boost happiness.
Okay. If you had to define happiness in one simple sentence, what would it be?
Being that comes from living a meaningful and fulfilling life.
Great. Thank you, ChatGPT, for sharing us beautiful insights. See you in the next episode. I hope our viewers also like our conversation. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Definitely looking forward to our next chat. Take care and Allah Hafiz.